What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of GBF Fitness, which now the YouTube page is called GBF Fitness TV. So I just kind of came up with the name today. I just think that it sounds a little bit more gear focused on the route that I want this page to go to. So anyway, welcome back, guys. We are here in my habitación. I know it's a little bit messy, but it's been a whirlwind of a week. I feel like I've been driving all over the place and just so much going on, right? You probably are gonna see my son's Lightning McQueen pillow right here, so bring that to the picture for you guys who are Lightning McQueen fans. What I want to talk about today is taking care of your body as it gets older, or as you get older. And the idea of this kind of stemmed from the fact that now that I'm 31, I was recently driving through Orlando, and I just was thinking about sometimes, like, let me rephrase that. Or before we get there, I think that it's really good as a coach, or if you're a personal trainer, or just someone who's been working out for years in general, to kind of look back and see how your body has adjusted and adapted to different training programs along the years. And when I was younger, like 19, 20, 21, I could go in the gym and deadlift like 315 with no warm-up. Deadlifts, I mean, squats, usually I start at least 225, but my deadlifts, I could pull 315 with no warm-up. And there was always this bodybuilder in the gym back in Philadelphia at World's Gym. It was at Bustleton, and it wasn't Red Lion. It was Bustleton Avenue. But he always told me, hey man, like, have you thought about spending more time stretching and warming up? And I was like, no man, like, why would I do that? Like, my body feels great. And he was in his late 30s, and he was always just advising me, hey, your body's not going to perform like this forever. I remember the first time I started realizing my body felt more sore was 23. 25 was another milestone. 27, where I was like, yeah, this shit's starting to kick up. And I don't necessarily think that it just means that your body needs more recovery time or more stretching. I think that it's almost like when you think about a car, right? So, if your car's got a lot of miles on it, you maintain it, you baby it, you take care of it. But regardless, no matter how many repairs you put to it, there's always a little gasket, or there's something else that's got to get fixed, or fluid leak or something like that. It's always just this propelling issue where there's always a small repair down the line every couple thousand miles, that you put onto it every 10,000 miles that needs to be taken care of. And it was, something that I kind of thought about in regards to how our bodies work is the same in simplicity to like the way vehicles work, is that we have to find ways to keep maintaining them. So I don't think that means that as soon as you turn 30, your testosterone is always going to drop, your estrogen levels are going to change, your growth hormone levels are going to change, but you're going to start realizing, to get to X factor, Y needs a little bit more work. So to get to my 75-pound dumbbell shoulder press again, I need to do more rotator cuff exercises. And again, you're going to start realizing the mechanics in your body are not only maybe responding to things a little bit slower, but that they might also respond to something more with less weight. And that's something that I've realized. So I don't generally train anything over 225 now. At 31, theoretically, based on studies, my test levels and my growth hormone should probably be as high as it's ever going to be. Can it go higher? Can it go lower? Yeah, that's human body, human nature, stress, all kinds of factors change your hormone profiles. And, same with women. Studies say that women release more growth hormone than men. Men and women's profiles are going to change. The thing is that you're going to start noticing that, okay, well, now maybe this muscle can rely on a little bit more of maintenance, so I don't have to train 300, 400, 500, 600 pounds anymore to maintain it. Maybe I can train 200, 300, 400 pounds on exercises to maintain it. But the amount of time that you're going to need to spend to get to X factor again, Y is going to need a little bit more work. So, you're going to be spending more time doing yoga. You're going to be spending more time stretching, massaging, icing, and going to chiropractic works and massage sessions and so on and so forth, because the ball joints and things like that, again, imagine rotating. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I mean, again, eventually this thing's going to get, okay, now I'm a little worn out from doing this all the time. Yes, your recovery could be perfect. You could be on a steroid cycle and recovering a lot quicker than everyone else. You could be supplementing the most optimal to your ancestors. It doesn't matter. It's that your specific body eventually is going to say, hey, we're not performing the same way we were 10 years ago, so we now have to figure out how to change again, our X factors, our warm-ups, and implying different types of movements and stretches and exercises to get these joints moving to get to factor Y. And, you know, I want you guys to keep that in mind, that doesn't mean that, oh, I'm just necessarily getting old, because if somebody were to start exercising at 25, 26, 27, 30 years old, they might be a whole lot less sore than you are, because you've been in the gym a lot longer than they have. Again, they might be more sore because their body's starting at a later age in life to try to catch up to that point where maybe you're at, but everyone's body's different, and everyone's body requires a lot more or a little bit more than someone else's, and you just have to be very receptive of what your body needs. And that's something that I'm doing now, is I'm spending more time, especially working on my rotator cuffs. I used to swim a lot too, and I think that, again, a lot of the butterfly strokes and the heavy shoulder press, dumbbell presses are catching up to me now. So my shoulder presses, I probably don't even go over like 50, 65 pounds these days. I think that there's optimal room for me to still grow from them? Absolutely, you know, and I think that it's just, again, the consistency of moving that weight. But again, the joints and the ligaments and the tendons all need to be properly trained and exercised and moved about to get to, again, the Y factor. So anyway, guys, I wanted to kind of keep that short, sweet, and simple. Care Bear Fitness checking out. Please just be mindful of your own bodies as you continue to age and get older. Aging is a beautiful thing. Wisdom comes with that, as well as experience and all kinds of other factors and facets of life. Care Bear Fitness checking out, guys. Stay shredded. Please enter BearPack10 for 10% off of all your online purchases at GareBearFitness.com. The link should be in the profile page here. You guys can also shoot me a message on my website for any comments, questions, or concerns, or if you're looking for online coaching. I'm still doing online coaching. I'm not doing anything in person, but I do have slots open and available to get those New Year resolution bodies ready. However, I'm not big on just doing things for a couple months for the New Year's. We're doing it for a full program. You know, this is a lifestyle. This is a journey. This isn't just something to get ready for summer. You know, let's be ready year round. So check it out, stay shredded, and I will see you guys on the other side.